You think you know gravity, right? We all do. The story of Newton, the apple falling from the tree, this invisible force that pulls everything down. It's a nice, simple story. It's also not really true. The real story is so much weirder, and honestly, so much cooler than you can imagine. Yeah, that whole idea of a pull, it's a beautiful lie. The truth, which we got from the brilliant mind of Albert Einstein, doesn't just bend the rules of physics, it completely shatters them. So buckle up, because we're about to see the universe in a totally new light. A universe where gravity isn't a force at all. So let's just chew on this for a second. What if that apple wasn't being pulled to the ground? What if it was just falling, taking the only path it could possibly take? That one little shift in perspective changes absolutely everything. And we're going to break it all down right now. Okay, so for more than 200 years, Newton's idea was king. Gravity was a force, like an invisible rope tying all objects together. And look, for most things, like figuring out where a cannonball is going to land, it works perfectly. But when you start looking at the really big picture, on a cosmic scale, that neat little idea starts to fall apart at the seams. There were these two huge, nagging questions that Newton's theory just couldn't handle. First, how does the sun pull on the Earth instantly across 150 million kilometers of pure, empty space? What's doing the pulling? And then there's the second problem. If gravity only pulls on things with mass, then why does it bend light? Light has no mass. It was like the universe was whispering a secret that Newton's laws just couldn't understand. And that's when Albert Einstein walked onto the stage with his theory of general relativity. And he didn't just fix Newton's ideas. He threw out the entire playbook and gave us a completely new way to see the cosmos. Einstein called this new stage spacetime. Get this, it's the actual fabric of our reality. It's a four-dimensional thing where the three dimensions of space we all know and love are woven together inseparably with the fourth dimension, time. They're not separate concepts, they're one single entity. So here's the classic way to picture this. Imagine spacetime is a giant, stretched-out trampoline. Now take a heavy bowling ball, let's call it the sun, and drop it in the middle. See how it makes that big dip, that curve in the fabric? Okay, now roll a little marble, the Earth, nearby. The marble isn't being pulled by the bowling ball, it's just following the curve. It thinks it's going in a straight line, but the surface it's on is bent. That path, that's an orbit. And there's a name for this straightest possible path through a curved surface. It's called a geodesic. This is the big moment, the key idea. Everything in the universe, from you to me to planets to light itself, is always trying to move in a straight line. The force of gravity we feel is just an illusion created by us moving along the bent and warped geometry of space-time. But hold on, it gets even weirder. Because if mass can bend space, Einstein figured, it must also be able to bend the other part of that fabric, time itself. This is called gravitational time dilation. The deeper you are in a gravity well, the more space-time is warped, the slower time actually passes for you. This is not a metaphor. A clock at sea level literally ticks a tiny bit slower than a clock on top of a mountain. It's a physical, measurable reality. And no, this isn't just some abstract theory for physicists to argue about. This mind-bending effect is absolutely critical for technology that you probably use every single day. Without it, the GPS on your phone would be completely useless. Think about it. GPS satellites are way up there, far from the Earth's gravity, which means their clocks tick just a little bit faster than ours down here. If the engineers didn't use Einstein's equations to correct for this tiny time difference, your phone's GPS location would be off by 10 kilometers every single day. So yeah, general relativity isn't just cosmic poetry. It's some seriously practical engineering. So, what does this all mean for us, living our lives down here? Well, this new way of seeing gravity as just geometry, it really changes how you look at even the most basic stuff. So the next time you drop something, your keys, your phone, whatever, try to remember this. It is not being pulled down by some mysterious force. The sheer mass of the Earth has warped the space-time fabric all around you. And the object you dropped? It's just following the straightest possible path through that warped geometry. It's not a force. It's just the shape of the universe telling it where to go. This is such a profound shift in thinking. Gravity isn't some actor pushing and pulling things around inside the universe. Gravity is the shape of the universe itself. It's the silent architect that sculpts everything we see, stars, galaxies, even black holes. Not by force, but by simply bending the very fabric of existence. So in the end, the apple wasn't pulled to the ground. In a way, the curved universe rose up to meet the apple. Kind of blows your mind, right? If this new perspective on reality has you thinking, let us know. And tell us, what other cosmic mystery should we try to unravel next?